Hello everyone, my name is Nadia and today I will be sharing my personal interpretation of Carol and Tomlinson's famous quote. Differentiate instruction is not a set of strategies but a way of thinking about teaching and learning. This Kwaito has shaped the way I view the role of a teacher. It reminds me that teaching is not about forcing every student to learn the same thing in the same way, at the same pace. Instead, it is about opening multiple pathways so that every learner, no matter their background, ability, or personality, can succeed. In this presentation, I will explain what this quote means to me and how it connects to the four key components of differentiated instruction: readiness, interest, learning styles, and the learning environment. I will also share a classroom scenario to show how DI works in real life and end with my personal reflection as a future educator. When Carol and Tomlinson says that differentiated instruction is a way of thinking, she is reminding us that DI begins with the teacher's mindset. It is not about collecting many strategies or copying fancy worksheets. It is about understanding one important truth. Students are different, and because they are different, teaching must also be different. This mindset requires empathy, it requires flexibility, and most importantly, it requires a willingness to adjust, adapt, and rethink the traditional one size fits all teaching approach. A teacher who truly embraces differentiated instruction will always ask, how can I help every student understand this topic? What support does each learner need right now? How can I make this lesson meaningful for all students? So, for me, DI is not a technique, it is a commitment to teach in a way that respects the uniqueness of every learners. The first component is readiness. Readiness simply means understanding where each student is starting from. In every classroom, students come with different levels of knowledge and different levels of skills. Some are ready to move ahead, some need more time, some need extra support. A teacher who uses TI will never assume that all students are on the same level. Instead, the teacher will use pre assessments, quick checks ins, and observations to identify the students' readiness levels. To me, readiness is not about labeling students as weak or strong. It is about giving each student to the right level of challenge. When we match tasks to readiness, students stay motivated instead of feeling bored or frustrated. The second component is interest. Interest is what captures a student's attention and pulls them into learning. Every student has different passions. Some enjoy reading, some love drawing, some enjoy sports, music, technology, or nature. A DI mindset tells us to use these interests to make learning more engaging. When students learn through something they care about, their motivation increases and their understanding becomes deeper. For example, if students enjoy football, I might use football scores to teach percentages. If they enjoy art, I might ask them to illustrate a science process. If they enjoy storytelling, I might let them explain a concept through a short skit. Interest based learning shows students that their personal passions matter in the classroom. The third component is learning styles. In any group of students, you will find visual learners, auditory learners, kinesthetic learners, collaborative learners, independent learners. A DI teacher recognizes These differences and offers multiple ways for students to explore a topic. For example, using visuals like diagrams and videos, using discussions or storytelling, using hands-on activities provides quiet reading spaces for students who prefer working alone. The goal is not to fit every student into one category. The goal is to create variety so every student has a way to connect with the lesson. The fourth component is the learning environment, and to me, this is the heart of DI. A differentiated classroom must be safe, supportive, and respectful. Students should feel confident to ask questions, make mistakes, and express themselves without fear. A positive learning environment may include flexible sitting, learning stations, clear routines, assembly materials, collaboration, and teamwork. When students feel comfortable, they learn better. When they feel respected, they participate more, and when they feel valued, they take ownership of their learning. A DI mindset creates a classroom where everyone belongs. Now, let me share a classroom example to show DI can look in real life. Imagine I am teaching a year 5 science lesson on the plant life cycle. Readiness. Before the lesson, I give a small pre assessment, find three groups. Students who know nothing about the topic, students who know some basics, students who already understand a full cycle. So I prepare tired tasks. The first group uses pictures to build a simple sequences. The second group completes a parab and labels diagrams. The third group researches how climate affect plant growth. This ensures everyone works at the right level. Interest. I allow students to choose how they want to show their understanding. A mini poster, a short video, a comic strip. Choice increase engagement. Learning styles. I use a variety of methods. A short video, a discussion, a hands-on planting activity. Different learners connect in different ways. Learning environment. I set up stations, a video corner, a reading corner, a hands-on table, a discussion area. Students move respectfully and stay engaged in meaningful tasks. This is what DI looks like in practice. Flexible, intentional, and student centered. As a future educator, DI has changed the way I view teaching. I do not want to teach in one fixed way. I do not want to assume that all students learn the same. Instead, I want to create a classroom where every child feels seen and supported. A classroom where differences are celebrated, not ignored. A classroom where learning is accessibly meaningful and enjoyable for all. Differentiated instruction is not just something I will use, it is something I will believe in because it reflected the kind of teacher I want to become, flexible, understanding, and committed to every learner's success. Thank you.